Yeah, Nick said he just wanted to practice. So we'll just get a couple and then we're good. What's your averaging these days? Okay. So slowly creeping up, huh? Game's changed a little bit. Backswing's a little higher.
I need to keep my elbow on that. It started close to my left.
It is a lot closer. What did the pros say you had to work on?
I didn't go to the program.
Really?
Yeah. I
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm familiar with that emotion.
don't know what to work on right now, though, to be honest.
I like the changes that you've made. The only thing I can think of, so that you can get a little bit more projection, I think the shoulder leaks out just a little bit early.
So, like, I'm opening it?
Well, what happens right here, honestly, is you're in a perfect position. And if you let the ball get down a little bit further, and then keep that shoulder right there, and then start to rotate here, then what happens is the reason why your ball kind of hooks early sometimes, earlier than we really want to, especially as a two-hander, your ball's going to hook a lot.
Yeah.
So see how you're releasing the ball out in front of you?
Yeah.
So what happens, watch the shoulder. So it goes here, it's here, and the perfect positioning actually goes this way. What you really want to do is go this way. Especially as a two-hander, you really want to kind of press that in here.
Okay, so like...
Yeah, just a little bit. And then what that's going to do, it's going to get you in a better power position right here. So you can see this right here is excellent. So if you can just keep it there a little bit longer, your rotation is going to actually go up. But then you're actually going to project the ball a little bit better because the ball is going to get off your hand more here to here instead of right now it's here to there. So you're almost you're here and then you're almost kind of leaning up. So that takes away some of your projection. So this time, just try to keep and also you see your head so you're losing leverage. So, and you're getting a lot of leverage now, so that's going to really help you. So keep your head here, let that ball swing underneath your head here, and then let it get out. The shoulder will get out there, we just want it to go out there a little bit later, okay? So go ahead and throw that. Just concentrate on waiting for the ball a little bit and making sure you keep your head in the position, like you're saying, keeping your head steady. It's in a perfect position all the way up until the end. So it's not a lot of whole work you really have to do. I mean, all that work you did is great. Now we just have to utilize that. Okay? So go ahead and try to keep your head there. Yeah. And also keep your head here so that you don't want to just keep it here and just kind of let it get through. Yeah. That's perfect right there. Yes, sir. Good going. You're doing great. Okay, good. Okay.
I haven't recorded myself in a while.
It's good to do it every once in a while. You know, just to get, like, a lot of times some of the, you know, like your buddy Blackmore and stuff, they'll, oh, that was really good. Yeah, Alan Windsor used to come every once in a while just to.
I feel like my elbow shouldn't be bent up there when I'm coming down. So.
Well, see, you're two-handed though. It's going to be in, and actually that's one of the power positions. So you held it a little bit longer. Still kind of leaks out, but the ball's still inside your head there. What we want to try to do is try not to get that ball out in front of you like that. So what you want to do is you want to loft it out there, but you don't want to loft it out there by doing this. You want to loft it out there doing this, like shooting it out of a cannon right there. So just right here, and that's gonna get that ball down lane. It's also gonna increase your rev rate. Okay. Yeah, it's especially you have to take advantage of your body positioning right there. I mean, your head is in a perfect position. The ball is right in there. You just have to turn it from there to there. You see, right there, up until there, everything's perfect. But then as it gets down, then everything collapses a little bit, and you kind of put it out there instead of really letting it come out of the tunnel right there at the bottom of the swing. So you're just losing a little bit of projection. Like I said, what we try to do is take what you already do and make it more efficient, because you've already done the hard work. So why should we change all that? Okay. So just try to get it to release more. Here, let me show you. I'm not a two-hander, but it's one thing we've worked on with Shane. No. Because what it is, when you slide, the ball goes here, and as you slide, it creates a flat spot. That flat spot creates length. Okay? So really what you want to be here is you want to be from right here. Okay? So see how the shoulder stays back? It's a little bit easier for me because my shoulder's like this. So when you're slender like you don't see that a lot. But the thing of it is, because you're built like this, you're in a much better position to turn the ball more than I do. With me, because my shoulder's so big, I have to use my shoulders to get the ball to rotate. With you just have to keep everything in a good position, and boom, you're going to have natural slap on the ball. Boom.
Oh, I see what you mean. So instead of going in, doing that.
Exactly.
Doing that.
Yeah, just keep everything compact.
Okay.
See, the length of your arms and the length of your legs allow you to create leverage. Where I have short arms and I have short legs, it's harder for me to create leverage. That's why Isaiah can hit the crap out of the ball, because he's long.
Yeah.
So, but you have the perfect build for this. All right, let's see it. Just think of it. Stay compact. How'd that feel? A little different? Or?
Felt like I was a little bit off balance.
Well, you're not gonna. It's just a matter of you getting used to it. So, what you'll find, the more you try to do it, the less that shoulder's going to go this way. So that's actually a little bit better. See? So it's like landing a plane. It's like, and that landing motion is actually going to create more length. But the bad thing is, whoops, I pushed it up. Not supposed to push up. But what happens is it's going to create more back end motion. So you may have to open up the lane, but you can see it actually.
Yeah, it definitely takes off.
Yeah. So what you want to think about though is also that motion to get around this way. It takes away your projection. So what happens is if I'm going this way, and then all of a sudden I do this, I'm not really behind the ball. My energy isn't pushing the ball this way. Because the two-hander, you're going to hook the ball more. I need to stay behind here and launch it in that direction. So that's why we want to keep his shoulder in and under as long as possible. Yeah. So that we can project the ball in the direction. We never want to go this way. We always want to go that way. So we want a direct line, get into that arm marker. Okay, so that's what you got to think about. So when you hit the line, make sure that you square up to that marker so you can get it straight there. That'll hold down the hook also. Whatever's comfortable with you. It's really personal preference.
Because I start out like this, but my arm ends up facing that way.
Yeah, but then your step here, that looks good. It actually, this is a nice comfortable position. So, but as long as you get here, which you do.
By projecting it, do you mean like being here?
Sliding into it. Yeah. No, you can't really project with your arm. What you want to do is you want to separate, so your legs will do all the work getting the ball down lane. And your arm be nice and smooth so you can get around it and snap through it. Okay, so really about sliding and releasing near the end of the slide. That will protect the ball. Okay. It takes a little work, but you're almost already doing it. You can see you're almost already doing it.
Better than I was a few months ago.
Yeah. I forget when I saw you last, but yeah, you've improved a lot. Definitely improved. All right, let's see it. Yep, ready.
That was a bit worse.
It's okay. I think the big thing you need to work on is just making sure you keep your head here and make sure you swing. So what happens, your swing is more like this. It's going in the right direction, then all of a sudden it does this. If you think about it. So right now, yeah. So right now you're in a perfect position to protect the ball this way.
Oh, then I'm trying to
Perfect.
overcompensate
Yeah.
Okay.
See, perfect. Then all of a sudden down here, see your head kind of pulls that way. And the thing is, everything's a reaction. So if your head pulls this way, this has got to go somewhere.
Yeah.
So if you can keep your head over this shoulder, it's going to tell your shoulder to hey, stay put. Because right here, if you actually let the ball go in the direction it wants to go, it's going that way. Like I said, it's not a whole lot of work. It's just a matter of, it's not going to be easy. And also, you can see you almost kind of lean forward right at the line. If you think about it. From here, if you just lock it in place, boom, snap. But right here, you almost kind of, that's why your head actually goes this way and then to the left. Not a lot of people see that. I've worked with a lot of different people. And, it actually keeps, if you can keep that shoulder back here, you can go in any direction you want to go. You can angle it this way, you can angle it this way.
Keeping my shoulder like this?
Yeah. If you think about it. Once the ball gets off your hand, your shoulder has to go this way. But what we're saying is, if you tell yourself not to move the shoulder, it's going to go all the way into the last minute, and then when the ball gets off your hand, then it'll actually move. But this, I'm telling you, this looks, I like how you got that on the, you can see yourself getting around it too, right here. which is good. And you can actually see, I don't know if you look at the swirls, it's actually revving up a little bit quicker because you're allowing the ball to just roll off your hand. So where are you standing?
I'm standing like 35, but I usually drift a little bit right.
Okay. Go ahead and move about 3 or 4 boards left. Just kind of open up the lane and move your eyes about 1 or 2 right. Let's see if we can create a lot of angle. How far is that getting out? Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's getting too far down lane. Let's see how far out it gets. Okay. So now make sure you try to think about keeping things direct and squaring up to the 10 pin, okay? Because really, what you're going to have to learn to do, because you're a two-hander, you have to make sure, like that tripod, if I want to go this way, I'm throwing the ball in front of me, but I'm actually doing this. And that'll allow you to go a little bit longer. Because what a lot of people do is they get here and they try to throw that ball out there. Trouble is, the ball's going to hook up early. So if I want to get here, then I actually have to give myself open up and just still keep it in front of me. It gets down lane a little further. So, I mean, okay, let's do that again. It's okay. You see where it has a little bit more flip on the end, which is going to help you with your strike ball. So even though it's a strike ball, you don't have to try to throw it too hard. We're trying to be a little bit more efficient, or I think a lot of times when you have to throw it this way, you have a tendency to try to throw it harder instead of angling up to your target. So that's going to be the hardest thing for you to really get used to. So stay smooth, okay, and execute, okay? Let's get it back out there where we want it. I just want you to cross over 20 and try to get it out to the marker. But I want it to be straight to the marker, not loopy. Okay. I actually kind of like the execution on that. I mean, really.
I felt pretty good, to be honest.
It actually looks a little bit smoother. How aggressive is that ball?
That's actually one of my weakest pieces.
Okay.
But it has like 3,000 on it right
Okay. Let's see what we're doing here. See how it's kind of getting out there? Just try to keep it in just a little bit longer.
My elbow?
See right there? No, the ball. So it's actually traveling, before it gets to the marker, it's getting outside and then in. So what I want, at this point here, I want it to be on top of the marker. Okay? I think that's the only. You threw that one well. You did really well. So try to keep it in just a little bit longer, and then get out there. That's what I love about this game. There's so many different angles you can play. It's really cool. All right, let's do it. Yeah, your shoulder really went out around that one. See, you're trying to get it out there. Just try to stay behind it. Yeah, yeah. Your arm should come straight up this way, maybe even a little bit this way. You know what I mean? It has to be, instead of going this way, you really want to be more. That way you can project it. You get in behind the ball, and you're pushing it this way. Or if I'm getting here and I'm getting around it, you're almost saying, hey, I don't want you to go this way.
I never knew how to fix that. I thought it was just in my hand.
No, it's your shoulder. You know, so if you think about it, so your pendulum, you know, as it swings this way, okay? You turn it over, then the pendulum swings this way. If this is the angle I'm trying to get, and then I push this, see what happens? It actually will turn it. What you're trying to do is keep it more of a fixed point, let it swing through, and then let it go through. It just takes a little work. Like I said, that one, because the shoulder gets around it, you actually loop it out there. It gets out to the dry too quick. So if you think about it, so if they're all 10 to 10, and I'm getting outside of 10, then I'm getting friction.
Yeah.
So I want to stay in this little puddle area, and then get out down lane around the outer marker, and that'll hold down the hook just enough to get into the pocket. Like I said, you're really close. You gotta keep your balance. Stay smooth. Yeah, stay smooth. Keep your balance. Execute. Don't overreach. Okay? Just roll that ball right there off the bottom of the swing. Keep that shoulder back so you can project it this way. Now the key though, if you saw that it never got outside of it, it stayed in. And look what happened. You actually hit the ball. So if you do the same thing, but then actually get out there, you're going to see that big. So that actually tells you you're in the right spot. You just got to keep that ball in. And then when you allow the ball to swing, you're going to hit it harder. You're going to get it out there. That ball's going to get down lane because there's oil in the middle. And then it's going to take that extreme angle. So let's do that again. Still a pretty good shot. And like I say, just a matter of you getting used to it, and then just follow through. Yeah,
My shoulder.
exactly. Just try to when you slide in, just try to stay down. A lot of times by coming up like that, you can see. That's why if you look, your leg actually goes this way because your shoulder takes it with you. It's a whipping motion. So if you think about it, right there, you can tell this is going to cause this leg to go that way. Just because where you're releasing it, where that shoulder is.
Oh, yeah. I see that.
Okay. Watch it'll. See it actually. Or if you stay down, you can actually get here, roll it off your hand, and it won't pull you forward. Like Amara is the same type of thing. Because when she releases it here, this foot goes like this. But when she releases it more out in front of her, this one actually will go like this. Not a lot of people notice that, but and she's losing a little bit of leverage. And the same thing. So try to stay down. Slide. Your slide's good. So try to keep this on the ground a little bent. Don't get it straight. A little bent, and that'll kind of maybe keep your shoulder back a little bit.
And my leg is like completely, my knee at the line is pretty straight.
Yeah, but you're bent over, so it's not bad. But yeah, a little bit more knee bend. If your knee's bent a little bit, it's going to cause that knee continuation that everybody talks about. You know, so without you having to think about it. So just kind of stay down a little bit. Okay? You don't have to throw the ball out there. You've been doing it so long, though. So to your defense, you know. So just try to keep everything compact. Yeah, yeah. Actually, I wasn't bad. I wasn't bad, really. It didn't hit the pocket, but I don't really care about that. See how everything. If you actually squint, which is good, you know, it's easier for me because I'm Oriental. So the smoother you are, you don't see a lot of extra movement. So the one thing I like about this is you don't have a lot of extra movement, and you know your follow through is straight. So.
And my leg didn't kick out, or my slide leg didn't straighten out.
Right.
I'm used
Stayed
to
back.
Stay back?
It actually stayed this way. It didn't come this way. If you think about it. Right? It went this way and stayed there. So that's a start. You don't have a urethane ball, do you? Let's go. Let's use that. Let's try that. No, that's good. Just move about 3 boards right and throw the same place. Actually, go back to where you were. The urethane balls tend to hook early, so yeah, let's go back to where you were. Yeah, but I think just even though you didn't really hit where you wanted, I'm just looking at the way the ball was rolling. I think you can still get it back from where you were. Yeah, trust yourself. Trust it. So one person told me it takes a lot of bad balls to make a good ball. So you're getting those out of the way. All right, full rack. Yeah. We know you work on your spares, so.
I try to.
No, no, no. Yeah, most likely your shoulder. See, at the point of release, it's around your head. Yeah. So this actually tells you why the angles that you try to keep, you're not actually hitting. So, sometimes you have to over exaggerate your angle by moving all the way left because your shoulder doesn't allow you to really increase your angle. So it's a matter of you just trying to overthrow it instead of just trusting what you do and allowing the ball to roll. That's what I'm saying. You're so close. It's just a matter of just kind of staying in and let your follow through come this way. Keep that head over here. If it starts here, leave it there. Okay. Keep going. A couple more, and I think you're good. No, like I said, you've definitely come a long way. You can tell you've been working on this, so that's good. I expected no less. I knew who your parents are and everybody you're affiliated with, Johnny and everybody. It's like it's in your blood. It's in your DNA. Andrew. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, just a touch further right. A little bit. So just remember, just try to open up your hips a little bit more. With two-handers, it's a little bit tough because it's really you get your shoulders because your hips will follow your shoulders. So you have to make sure that you get your shoulders to open up. Where if you throw one-handed, you worry more about your hips. If you get your hips open, your shoulders will follow. But your hips are used to following your shoulders as a two-handed. So you just have to open up just kind of get your shoulders. This one kind of pointed in that direction. Okay. Yeah, just a little bit more. Yeah. If you think about it, if you're used to throwing the ball like this and you're going straight up, all I have to do is change the angle of these two shoulders to this. I'm going to go that direction, but I'm doing the same thing. You know what I mean? I'm just taking my shoulders and changing the angle. Yeah. Think of it as a rudder. You just kind of, I'm going this way, I need to open up my shoulder a little bit. Because you're two-handed. Yeah.
My shoulders are open, or when I'm
No, when you get into your side, just kind of either that or leave it. Try to leave your shoulder. If I'm going to angle this shoulder should always kind of be on this side. So just give it a go. Try it. Experiment. It's more personal preference.
Do you have skin?
I don't have any. Some of them may. Did you ask? Maybe Brooke has some, or you were so close to hitting that pocket. Yeah. Oops, did I press? I was like, did I press stop? Yeah. Like I said, I'm throwing a lot at you, so now just let yourself get used to it. But you're actually doing a lot better. See, that one just gets out a little bit too early. We just have to keep it in and then get it out. But I like the motion that it's taking. I think it's going to be a lot better for you, especially if we were on fresh. If we were on fresh, I think you would be in the pocket. No, you would be. You would be. Are you going to Pepsi?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think you'll be fine. Oh, that's so close. I thought you had that one. I mean, you still struck, but I thought that was going to be like a really good one. See that? See how it stayed in a little longer and then got out. With you, you're going to have to do that almost everywhere you go. Okay? See if you can move your eyes one right. That's good. I like to mark them that way. What, about 4? You missed the right. Yeah, yeah. That's what I figured. Yeah, why not? Really? Okay. I think a lot of it has to do with that shoulder also. Because it doesn't allow you to keep your angle. So that's why. So then you have to overcompensate. And I bet a lot you miss a few to the right also. Because you're trying to overcompensate for that angle. So, usually your angle would be this way. But since you're missing, you're going to try to open up a little bit more so you can get there. And then if you actually throw it like you're supposed to, you actually are throwing it in the gutter. But then when you make an adjustment, to hit it, then you pull it left. So it's like a constant battle. So just try to keep your shoulder nice and smooth. Okay? Don't try to accelerate. Just nice and smooth. Stay smooth. It stayed smooth though. You can see what I'm talking about there. It's just like you have to stay fluid.
It does slow my ball speed down.
That's why you want to try to drive it with your legs just a little bit more. See, we're trying to transfer all the energy. So right now, your arm does everything. You want to use some with your legs and do some with your arm. So when you get in your pivot step, you really want to press it. Maybe take smaller steps. Your first couple steps to give you more room to slide into it.
I'm already behind the line by a lot right now. So I move
are
up
you?
some?
No, just if you're behind, that gives you room to slide. So really kind of slide in and make sure that you don't pull the ball down till you get some. Because I think once you get your foot on the floor, let's see if it's coming down, you're going to be off balance. That's not too bad. If you wait a little bit longer so you can push that leg further, then you might be able to project it a little bit more. And also that one, you kind of got it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way out.
Just thinking about this right here, you want to shuffle it through what they call the zone. You're shuffling it through the zone so you can actually rotate it there. So that when it gets on the lane, it's like you're just doing. Have you watched Kyle Troop Bowl?
Yeah.
Some of the videos you can see, he's so good at right there. It starts his rotation here, and it's like right there at the bottom swing. And he can create more length that way. A little bit softer touch too, and a little bit less shoulder motion. Okay, so you want your shoulder, everything. You don't want to sit there and go. You really want to go smooth so you can slide more into it. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's see that. Yeah, let's do that again. Here, try this one again. This one.
Should I try to go at the back a bit more or up the side?
More up the back. Let's try that. Because once if you get around the side of it, once it hits the dry, yeah. It's gonna take a little work. It's gonna take a little work. But yeah. See, the thing is, the hard part is finding out what's going on. And then it's just a matter of repetition. And the more you try to do it, even if you don't succeed, the more you try to do it, you're gonna do it once. And then once you do it once, then you just try to do it twice. Then you do it 3 times. You may have a session where you bowl in 5 games, and let's say you only do it twice that whole night. That's still twice more than you did before. And then 3, 4, 5, until eventually 90%, you're gonna do it 90% of the time. So, let's say concentrate on the positive, not the negative. Okay, go ahead and do that again. I just want to get a good one, a really good one. Wow, that ball's flying. I thought so. I'm thinking maybe we're too far left. Where do you normally stand when you're here? Okay, let's go at 30 and see. Just try to keep it in and get it all the way out. Okay. Yeah, try that. Why not? See, we want to just work on technique. And then we want to use a ball that's going to get close to the pocket so we can at least see. If the ball doesn't enter the pocket, we can't see how it's going to react to the pass. I'm not even going to look at the screen on this one. Remember, do everything the same. Just treat it like you're throwing one of your other balls. Even though you move on the lane, everything should still stay the same. When you get more advanced, then you can start worrying about, speed control and all that kind of stuff. You just want consistency right now. Remember, stay smooth. We don't want to hear that. Go ahead and try to get around this one. Yeah, get around it. And then move left. Go 2-1 left. Remember, relax. Keep that position right there. Don't overextend your follow through. Okay? Because I think a lot of times your follow through takes your shoulder. It's almost like it drags your shoulder with it.
So should I be coming through and then
Yeah. Or you can just like this. Just don't extend out there. What you're gonna do is you try to do this. What's going to happen is as soon as you let go of the ball, your hand's going to automatically go here, but the shoulder's not going to push forward. Yeah. Yes. Who's next, by the way? That's pretty good. Go 2-1 more. Allow the ball to go a little bit to the right. That one I think you kind of. We went more direct. We want to roll it out there. Just go ahead and roll it out there. See how it was more like this? Allow the ball just to get just right here. Let that ball go to the right a little bit. No, just regular. Just regular. Just don't go, because that takes everything and moves it. Just okay. Yeah. Right. And try to keep that line as long as possible. Just keep your line as long as possible. All right, let's see it. It's a lot to soak in. Yeah, but like I said, you have some good things to work with. So, yeah, you've done a lot of good work. I like that one. That feel pretty good?
That felt pretty good.
Yeah, you look pretty comfortable on that one.
I like it.
Yeah, yeah. So just go 2-1 more. Like I said, I want to get a really good one. I like the way that's rolling. Pretty soon you're going to be able to do that with all your balls. Yeah. Normally, is that the case? You got to stand pretty far. Yeah, the backhands on here are usually fly. So I bowled here for years. Huh? Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's perfect. That was still pretty good. Oh yeah, that's still pretty good. It's funny it stayed in longer. That's why the ball didn't go around corners. So that tells you that's really what we're trying to want to do. Okay, do it again. We need a really, really good one. I've already got a couple that I can put in your video. But remember, we also have that YouTube link so that you'll have the whole compilation. So, yeah, so you can go back and look at everything. That's why we actually set everything up so that you can actually you can hear the whole session. So, all right, let's do it. This is for all the marbles. I got this. Yeah. I'll go 2-1 left. 2-1 left. You actually stayed in on that. You stayed in on that. That's good. I mean, see? Your lay down point was in, and you're getting it out. That's what we need to do with the other balls. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was really good. Move back. Move back. 2. Yeah. Roll it the same way. I mean, I like that one. There we go. I can live with that one. How'd that feel?
That felt pretty good.
Yeah. Let's make sure the shot shape is what we want. Yep. Out. There you go. Very good. Let me show you what we got.